Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us, viewers. And you know, every night I always tell you to share our live stream. So, viewers, it's no different from any other night. You might be watching us live on television, but get your phone, get your tablet, get your laptop, go on your Facebook account, type in Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Like and share our page, viewers. This is all we ask you to do. Share our page. Even on YouTube, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live, viewers. That I encourage you to do every single night. Also, viewers, feel free to call in our program 238-6716. That is 238-6716. Let us know what is going on in your community in Trinidad and Tobago. We also highlight the issues that is present at day, issues that we are dealing with, and issues that you, the citizens, are looking answers for. So feel free to call in and highlight the issues, viewers. Also remember, Real Talk is offering you 4% on our fixed deposit, viewers. The good thing about this fixed deposit is that you don't have to wait 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You're getting your cash up front. This is leaders in the making, is what you call it. Leaders in the making. We are the first financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago to bring out such an offer for you, the citizens. Now, when I rock back and I look at the way how hard things are getting in Trinidad, and people have accounts and fixed deposit in financial institutions across Trinidad and Tobago, but you have to wait 10 years to get your interest. 15 years to get your interest. Why wait so long? Why wait so long? So Real Talk is making it easy for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. As long as you open a fixed deposit with us for 5 years at 4%, you're getting your interest up front. Remember, I am Saeed. the president of Realtalk Credit Union also, and I am telling you that. I am also a licensed money lender. So if you're looking for cash borrow, it's not a problem. You get turned down by the bank, it's not a problem. Contact me, viewers, and also contact my office, set up an appointment, and let's get the ball on the road. So viewers, our screen numbers, our office number are on screen. Write down the numbers, take a screenshot with your phone or picture. Call our office tomorrow, tell, hey, you know what? I heard Saieed talking about the 4% on fixed deposit. We want to come down and open a fixed deposit. Also, viewers, be members of the credit union, buy shares, open a savings account, plant a seed today that you would reap the benefit tomorrow. Remember that. I, Saieed Ali, I'm telling you that. So as we start our program tonight, I'm also a spiritual consultant. Those of you who are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact my office also and set up an appointment. Another baby is said to have died due to the bacterial outbreak at the Port of Spain General Hospital, bringing the total number of deaths to 8. Now, Jadine, who was only 3 weeks old, died after contracting 2 bacterial infections in his blood. His death was announced by a pre-protocol action letter which was served to the Northwest Regional Health Authority from the Freedom Law Chamber. Baby Jadine is said to have died 3 weeks before the 7th baby died at the Port of Spain General Hospital Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has assured that the government will leave no stone unturned to find out what led to the death of 8 babies at the Port of Spain General Hospital. 7 of those babies died between April 4th and April 7th as a result of the neonatal bacteria. Now, while the 8th baby died on the March 16th, what is Terence the Alsing saying? So we heard that the parents now they are going to sue. We will update you as the story unfold, Trinidadians. As it unfolds, as it unwraps, we're going to inform you. Moving along, Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez have apologized to residents of Mon Diablo for a water truck scam which resulted in them paying for water for years. Gonzalez, who offered the apology, also took WASA and political officials to task. He added that since their intervention, more than 90% of the community has been receiving a water supply. Last month, Minister exposed the water trucking scam in which operators have been locking off WASA valves, forcing residents of Mon Diablo to buy water for between 300 and 600 per truckload. WASA stated that they will soon institute a name and shame campaign against anyone charged with illegally extracting and distribution and selling of water. The sale of WASA water is not an arrestable one. However, according to WASA's Act, you can be fined of $750. In Mon Diablo last month, residents revealed that one operator earned between $4,000 and $5,000 daily selling water. WASA Deputy Chairman Alston said WASA was continuing its investigation into a 30-year-old penal private water truck operator who was caught red-handed selling and distributing water at Ramai Trace Davy. Well, there are Wassa police. We hope something good comes out of this. And if that individual have been locking off valves that Mon Diablo area is supposed to have water, well, believe me, I want to see the outcome of this. I really, really want to see the outcome of this, because this would have had people digging deeper into their pockets, cutting back on maybe some groceries, cutting back on maybe a little Sunday lunch, just to make sure you have money to buy water. So Marvin, I want to see what is going to come out from this. All right. Moving along. Bad roads caused by repair works undertaken by the Water and Sewage Authority, WASA, will soon be a thing of the past. This assurance comes from WASA after its official signed an agreement with Lake Asphalt at the authorities in St. Joseph head office yesterday. WASA chairman Rajendra said relief is on the way. However, they were faced with a shortage of material impacting the ability of road restoration. Listen to this.
We're asking you to hold strain for a bit longer, but relief is on the way. Unfortunately, we were faced with a shortage of material, so that was impacting upon our ability to effectively put a dent in the road restorations.
So I wonder how long this shortage have been taking place. This shortage for material. I wonder how long. Because every time you hear works department do our work, or the road work division do a piece of patching, we see WASA coming after and digging and cutting. Dropping some blue metal stone, and that's it. So I wonder how long now this shortage have been going on for material in Trinidad and Tobago. Now listen to this, viewers. The company is hoping that this newly minted agreement with Lake Asphalt will ensure that it has access to the material required for road restoration. Deputy Chairman Alston acknowledged that there are more than 9,000 leaks that requires road restoration across the country. However, he could not provide details on the cost to taxpayers.
Outstanding road restoration is just above 9,000, and so we are tackling those 9,000 leaks, but it's not in one concentrated area. So let's say 30% maybe in Northwest, 20% maybe in Central, Tobago might be 15%, and the others spread equally among the region. So to tell you a figure would be difficult at this time.
Now, viewers, the chairman admitted that WASA had a bad reputation for digging up roads after a road paving exercise by the Ministry of Works, and he blamed the heavy machinery used in those exercises which damaged its aged infrastructure. However, former head of the Trinidad and Tobago Contractors Association, Mikey Joseph, noted that apart from this deal, WASA requires qualified experts to effect a proper road restoration exercise. You hear what they're calling on? A proper expert. A proper expert they are calling on. And this is true enough, viewers. Every time you see the road, or every time the road department will fix road, you see WASA come to dig it up. They come to dig it up. Hence the reason why we don't have proper roads in Trinidad and Tobago too. It's all because of WASA also. So when WASA finish their repairs to the road, they're supposed to have a patching crew coming after their works now to patch the road neat. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to throw some blue metal and they're going to leave that right there. They're going to leave that right there. And who they want to blame for that? Who do I want to blame for that? The hospital? So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, you will hear Hines saying no issue with fire service wooden ladder after this.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now remember, we are offering you 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. Remember that you're getting your interest rate up front. No others in Trinidad and Tobago are doing that except the Real Talk. Be a member for our credit union, viewers, and watch your money grow. But tell you something, we have a lot of offers coming on the table, you know. But be a member, viewers. Be a member, invest in our company. Remember that. Now, you have a call. Caller, good night.
Yeah, Mr. Sadiq.
Go right ahead, my friend. You're live.
I live in Bagatelle. And some prices, some big water from water them curling. For years, big water in Port Palmer, drive in Bagatelle, Pico Martin. Last time, big water busted pipe here when they call Upi Complex. And Bagatelle corner, water bus pipe. We only call Upi Stadium. After that, do water up to now, but I years are talking about that.
Oh. Thank you, my friend, for highlighting it. Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines stated that he has no information to suggest that wooden ladders commissioned by the fire service in March 2002 are unsafe for use. So firstly, in this first paragraph, I want to ask Hines, would you use a wooden ladder on a burning building? That's to start with. He made this comment in response to a question from Kuva South MP Rudinath Indar Singh in the House of Representatives. Hines also told Indar Singh he had no information to suggest that the ladder breach any part of the Occupational Safety and Health Act. Is this wooden ladder fireproof? I just want to ask OSHA that to start with. Is this wooden ladder that firefighters have to use to run into building or to use to lean up against burning building, is this wooden ladder fireproof? If these ladders are fireproof, well then that will fix the problem. Which means firefighters could lean up the ladder on a burning building and they will be guaranteed that they could save a life. To start with, the minister said OSHA was not engaged in 2022 to certify any wooden ladder commissioned by the fire service for workplace operation.
The Occupational Health and Safety Agency was not engaged in 2022 or indeed at any time to certify any wooden ladders commissioned by the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service for workplace operations. Thank you.
Supplemental member for Couva South.
Minister, taking into consideration these ladders are to be utilized by fire officers in the performance of their respective duties, would you consider that to be a breach of the Occupational Safety and Health Act?
Minister of National Security.
I think not, Mr. Deputy Speaker.
Listen to this, question on if he was aware that fire officers stated that the ladders should be returned. The minister said there was nothing wrong with the ladder, making them ineffective for use. Now listen.
Supplemental member for Couva South.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Minister, are you aware that a contingent of divisional fire officers of the Fire Service of Trinidad and Tobago has advised the Chief Fire Officer that the wooden ladders that were acquired in March of 2022 should be returned to the manufacturer and not utilized for work operations in the Fire Service?
Minister of National Security.
Given, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that nothing is discernibly and inherently wrong with the ladders, rendering them ineffective for use in fire management, I have no knowledge of any such proposition as put by my friend. It does not arise.
So Fitzgerald Hines, let me ask you a question. On national television as we are live, would you take a wooden ladder and lean it up against a burning house to save a friend or a family? Would you do that? Would you do that, Mr. Hines? Let me tell you something. If you telling fire service nothing wrong with using wooden ladder that is not fireproof, if you telling firefighters of Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service to go out and use them ladder, let me tell you something. Hey boy, watch me Hines. Hope to God that your house ain't catch a fire and them same ladder had to save somebody in your house. And your house. You said nothing wrong with it, use the man I using to put on the spot one time. As long as nothing wrong with the ladder, a fire should take place in your house and let the firefighters use those same ladders to save somebody in your family. Wooden ladders allow go out and fight fire with? Wooden ladders? And then Trinidad and Tobago now would find that nothing wrong with Mr. Hines being a minister. Nothing wrong with that? You would tell me somebody's house burning down and fire service coming to throw up a ladder. And when they throw up a ladder now is wooden ladder, nobody allowed to be joking by Syria District Center line Ward 1. All your source should go in Ward 1. Previously, listen to this, Senator Trinidad and Tobago. Previously, Leo Ramkisoon, president of the Fire Service Association, noted that heads must roll and there must be an immediate investigation into who purchased 20 ensemble wooden ladders for Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service. for a whooping $1 million. How much people get cut out of this $1 million now? That's what we want to know. Because I am definitely sure no fire service in the world would use wooden ladder in a rescue operation. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Said. Great program as usual.
Go right ahead.
Heinz will do it, right? Because Heinz say Ola Christopher is an excellent police commissioner. So
correct.
Heinz will do it. Anyway, with this WASA project that it's speaking about to repair the leaks, and after they repair a leak and so on to repair the service, that is not going to happen in this country. That is about bubble, corruption, and underhand dealing. And I want to tell you, you remember I spoke about WASA dig up in front of my yard since 2020.
Yes.
I never repaired it. Well, they had dug up another hole just east of my house before the Christmas. So they came to repair that area there. And the young man, the supervisor, I asked him, nicely and so on. I said, please help me. And I explained, since 2020, and they came and dig up there. And you know that young man, the supervisor, never hesitated. He came, he said, okay, I will help you when he see the disaster of the hole, and he patched it, he picked it up and so on. So I want to compliment that fella. His name is Kelvin from Ministry of Works in Princeton. He is a good citizen, and we want more people like him and you in this countryside, and we will fix the problem. I want to talk a little more about other things, but on our next program, Said. So God bless you. Take care, man. All the best.
Thank you, my friend. So Trinidad and Tobago, we're going down now to the demerit point system. I'm telling all you. Watch me. You see that kind of... You see that kind of nonsense. Run back the ladder there again. Trinidad and Tobago, we was now informed one of those ladders, run the video, one of those ladders that you are seeing cost taxpayers, citizens, $50,000. $50,000 for one wooden ladder. Imagine that. We could buy 220 feet, 2x4, and some 1x2 lat. Listen to me good. We buying 220 feet, 2x4, or 220 feet, 215 feet, 2x4, and we buying some 1x2 lat, about 12 feet, 15 feet, and you cut it about 3 feet wide, and you nail it up and you climb up. $50,000 for a ladder. To start with, who was the person authorized that $1 million to spend? Who inherited from that $1 million? $50,000 for a ladder? Boy, you like to be joking, and then hands down say nothing wrong with the ladder. But you should be in a building that is burning. That's an elevator ladder. Fitzgerald Hines should be in a building that is burning, and the fire service had to use them same ladder to save him. No, Fitz, if you could say nothing wrong with wooden ladder, going to lean it up on a house that's burning, then you should be in your house burning. I don't know why the fire service don't call for Fitzgerald Hines to go inside a house that's burning and let me come and save him with the ladder. I don't know why the head of the fire service don't call for that. And if the ladder could withstand the heat and not catch a fire, Fitzgerald Hines, you're going to be saved. You're going to be saved. And boy, all you could really pull them out, boy. Trinidad and Tobago, and all I say nothing wrong with Fitzgerald Hines. He perfect. The capacity to think is perfect. Well, I think again, yes? Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed Ali.
I would like to say that your program is one of the most intelligent programs that you have on evenings, that where people share good information and people can take this information to ensure that what we are doing is we get in value for taxpayers' dollars. Now, my issue I want to raise here is with WASA and the road works. What happens is that WASA needs to work together with the Ministry of Work or the local government for road infrastructure to ensure that whenever WASA has to fix leaks, they have a plan. Let's say, for example, that they have leaks to fix, let's say, somewhere in San Fernando. They would get with the municipal corporation, the road infrastructure people, and let them know, look, we're going to fix this piece of road next 2 months. So what we will do, we would not get to pave those roads until we fix those leaks.
Correct.
Because if WASA go and fix the leak, and thereafter the roads go and pave back, what's going to happen? So WASA is going, they're not working in tandem together. Both of them have to work hand in hand. Now, the thing about it is that when WASA fix a leak, they will leave it for a few days or to a couple of days, really. The reason why they do that and they don't fix back the road in such a way is because if they have any leaks, they will have to go back and do it. But the question is this, why do you want to redo the work if you do it right the first time? Why don't you fix the leaks properly? I have seen and I have witnessed that some of the leaks that WASA has been repairing not up to standard. I don't know if they have any sort of standard that they use to fix these leaks, boy. If you go and see the kind of work them people doing, but to get back to my point, WASA and the Ministry of Works have to work together, have the plan, how they're going to plan out where the leaks are, how they're going to fix that. When they finish to do the leaks, then the Ministry of Works will go and surface the road. Not to surface the road and WASA come back to dig it up. That ain't going to work at all. And we have good human resources to actually get things done. WASA don't have to go and bring anybody from any country to come and do this. We have people here, but somewhere along the line,
thank you, my friend.
These services.
Thank you, my friend. Well said, well said. Plan it proper, and we will have proper roads. So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, watch me, as in Merit Point, as the oldest man in Trinidad, watch how Clive Clark will dismiss that whole system, Mark my words. We'll be right back after this.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
about Trinidad and Tobago. And viewers outside of Trinidad and Tobago, those of you on YouTube and Facebook, a special good night to you. Thanks for joining us. Share our live stream. The viewers, the merit point system in Trinidad and Tobago, how many of you are happy? How many of you have lost your license without cause? How many of you had paid ticket and still lose your license? How many of you got banned? So the Commissioner of Licensing Department, Clive Clark, is saying one thing while citizens are experiencing another thing. Clyde is saying A for apple. But is he keeping A for apple? No, because the citizens are saying A is not for apple. Because this is not what they are being told when they go license office. So the Commissioner on television is saying one thing and license office doing the next thing. All I want to know how? Listen to this. President of the T&T Taxi Drivers Network, Adrian Acosta, have stated that some taxi drivers are losing their license without crossing the maximum number of the merit point. That is to start with. That is to start with. Caller, good night.
Very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To my friend.
During the COVID, there was a point that they relaxed it. You could make an appointment to go to licensing office to do transaction. They was only allowing a certain amount of people. You had to social distance, wear your mask, sanitize, whatnot. Do you know that during that time, Clive Clark, Transport Commissioner, had a party upstairs? It is not alleged, it's a fact. He had a party upstairs. It is on record. There's a video to support that. He had a party. Yes, he had a party with alcohol and music.
Don't say.
Yes. There is a video.
If you get the video, send it for me.
People talking up and down, whatnot. That video make the wrongs. That is not alleged, it's a fact. And one more thing, Sai, please. Tell me something. You just drive, right?
If I does?
From time to time.
I didn't hear you.
So, if there's a roadblock with police and licensing officers and you have a blown light, a bulb, do you think it's right for them to give you a ticket for that? These things don't come with expiry date. How am I to know? I am sure the Transport Commissioner and the Magistrate and the police, from time to time they go home and they flick the switch on in the living room or the kitchen and the bulb blow. These things don't come with an expiry date. We can't know. So you cannot, what you have to do is give you a citation to go and get it repaired and then take it to the nearest police station and get it signed off. Keep that in your car. All the best. Have a great evening.
Thank you, my friend. Now listen to this, viewers. According to Adrian, who is the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Taxi Driver Association, he said that the merit point system, as it stands, stated that 14 points would get you disqualified without consultation or adequate consultation, which I find is very reckless. Very, very reckless. No consultation and you just disqualify my license? No, something wrong. To start with that, throw that out the door. However, there are drivers getting disqualified for having 10 points. The 10 points and they're getting disqualified. 10 points. So look at that on the screen now. Now, good viewers, we're going along. He added that no commissioner cannot disqualify anyone until the said person is given an opportunity to plead their case. Listen.
Talk in context specifically about the merit points. We know 10 demerit points. When you reach a threshold of 10 demerit points, you enter that threshold where you can be disqualified for a period of 6 months. And then we move on to above 40 demerit points but less than 20. We are looking at a period of basically 1 year, and above 20, possible 2 years. But one of the things we have to understand though is that the Commissioner of Transport cannot disqualify any person unless we go through a particular process. The law allows that person to be given an opportunity to be heard or to plead their case.
Now, all I heard what the commissioner said, for the person who called me today and told me that their license was suspended, would you please call me 238-6716? to tell Trinidad and Tobago how you are treated by the commissioner in licensing office. Would you please call me, sir? Would you please call me? I want you to explain to Trinidad and Tobago how you are treated. Let me tell you something. The commissioner saying one thing, and there's a next thing happening. You just heard Adrian Acosta said, people, his drivers and them are getting disqualified. Now listen this. A person can be disqualified for many reasons, such as speeding, driving under the influence, among other things. I'll listen to this.
One, the commissioner must issue you what we call a letter of intention. I intend to disqualify you due to the fact that I recognize you have you have reached so many points for X offenses, and therefore you must respond within a certain time, and it gives you 14 days to respond. And I must be convinced within myself that you were informed. In other words, I cannot simply say that I take the date of the letter and give you 14 days. I must be confirmed. I must be fixed within my mind that you're informed. And we do have our mechanism to treat with that, yes, together with TT Post. After I receive a letter of intent, that intent is to also inform you and advise you that you have the opportunity to show cause. In other words, you must tell me why you must not be disqualified. And I want to point out this though. We have recognized a number of persons, sometimes when you write to them, they will bring evidence and saying I was out of the country. But you have tickets on my record. Persons may say, for some reason, this is not my permit based on the evidence put forward. Because we know the systems, we have situations where some persons are moving around with bogus driver's permit from the old system, and therefore they are creating an environment where they are bringing these points on persons' record, and therefore the law provides you that opportunity to show cause.
So all are listening? Let me tell you something. Put back up the document from last night. No. So Trinidad and Tobago, this individual got an email from licensing that they have made a decision to suspend his license. They did not give him a hearing. They did not send no letter of intent to. Because when the guy got the email, he sent it for me. It was not an email to say, well, you know what? Come in and let's have a discussion and tell us why you wanted that we are going to disqualify your license. And tell us why that you should not get your license disqualified. Let me tell you something. The man went to license office today. You know what Clark told him? Clark told him, you did something illegal. So as of today, that individual who has his own maxi paying alone, renting an apartment for his wife and kids, he can no longer drive to pay his loan, neither pay his rent, neither send his children to school for the next 6 months. Is Clive Clark and the licensing division, are you all going to pay this man rent? Are you all going to pay this man loan? Are you all going to put groceries in this man's house? Come back to me. Are you going to do that, Clive Clark? Let me tell you something. Whoever is making money out of this, hey, y'all come good, you know. Come damn good, you know. Because you see, this demerit point system is here to cripple the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and to cause them to get kicked out on the streets who are renting and cause banks to seize their vehicles or their house. Clark, come good here now. Come damn good here now. Now listen to Trinidad and Tobago. Assistant Secretary David Mack stated that while drivers have contested this in court, they went to court. Here the response. And won the demerit points. They went to court and won. Now hear this. The demerit point system are not removed. So if you go to court and you win the battle, the demerit point system will not be removed because there is no system to erase it. No, so they bring out a system. Once you get the point, it's up there. You go to court, you win, you will have your license, but the demerit point is still there. It's still there. It is not being erased. It is not being erased. He said the magistrate stated that they have no power to disqualify the point. And this in return leads to an accumulation of points that further increases the chance of their license being revoked. Clark, make up your mind to buy more white shirts and more blue pants or black pants and more belts, because so help my God, you will be going to court often. You will be going to court often. Take what I tell you. You see this demerit point system? Let me tell you something. It is to break the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It is to cause banks to repossess people's property, to repossess people's house. This is going to cause drivers who renting by themselves or with their family, this is going to cause them to get kicked out on the streets. Who's going to help them? Who is going to help them, Clark? So you and the person who come up with this demerit point system, let me tell you something. I hope all I have close to go to court, you know. Because anybody call me and tell me, side, I get my permit disqualified. I will tell them. Go by the JP. You want to go to court and you want Clive or somebody from the ministry to go to the court and tell the court, why did you all hit me at the demerit point system when I already paid a ticket? Clark, come good, come good, come good. I ain't no dirty head in Trinidad and Tobago. I ain't putting no money in the government pocket other than the tax my company paying. I am not going to pay a ticket and I am not going to get additional points added on to it. Trust me what I am saying. Trust me. Because any license officer stop me on the road and add the merit point system on my license, if I go in and tell him point blank, brother man, you do your job and I will do my job of doing spiritual work and lighting a light on your damn head. No, I tell you, you want to be stupid? We're going to be stupid both sides. We're going to be stupid both sides. Both sides, we're going to be stupid. You doing what you have to do and I go do what I have to do. You see this demerit pointing? Clark, whether you like it or not, in the coming weeks you're going to remove this this shitty system. This system, you know. They're quite telling you. I just waited for one of my friends. Or even me. They got license suspended. So help my God, Clark going to court. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. He going to court. Tell him magistrate why you implement that system. What, for we to get better drivers? How the hell the merit point is going to bring you a better driver? Alright, we're going to flip that page. Secondly, what the hell do I have to go through now? And why am I paying money to get back a license that I had 20 years? Why am I paying money to get back a license I had 20 years and was never involved in an accident? Come good, Clark. I want this. Somebody should send this back to your office. Your license officers want to come out on the road? Let me tell you something. Get government vehicles fully functional for the road. Take what I'm telling you. Get government vehicles fully functional for the road. Thirdly, which one of these licensed officers in Trinidad and Tobago is going to stop a police vehicle? Come on, Clive. You have questions and answers. You have questions, I need answers. I need answers. I need answers from you, Clark, to share with the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. That is what I need. Police vehicle running on the sea? Clark, is police vehicle running on water? I ain't hear you responding. Most of the police vehicle and them, they have cracked headlight, cracked tail light, fender hang up, the tire smooth. Come Clark, come Clark. Get the government vehicle in our gear before you charge citizens. Before you charge citizens. Because let me tell you something. It's me, Saieed Ali, and you, Clive Clark, in this rumble. Together with the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Brother man, if you want to go to court to fight the matter, we're going to court to fight the matter and all. We're going to court. Take what I'm telling you. Because Clark, you will cause bank to seize people property.
What's that?
You will cause people to get kicked out of renting. The Maxi Taxi Drivers Association in Trinidad and Tobago is thousands of drivers. The Taxi Drivers Association of Trinidad and Tobago is thousands. Clark, if you're watching the program or anybody watching it, snap that police vehicle and send it to Clark. Ask him which one of his police, which one of his officers stopping a police vehicle to give them a ticket for that. And on top of that now, the driver of that police vehicle will get the merit point system. Clark, come good, come good, come good. I beg you, come good. Police vehicle, PDA, where's the license sticker? Clark, where's the license sticker? Which officer now you have going to stop a police vehicle and give them a sticker, give them a ticket, plus add on the merit point on the police officer. Clark, come good here now. Come damn good here now. Come damn good. Because hundreds of people have called me and tell me about the demerit point system. Hundreds of people. Come good. Let me tell you something. You see this battle? You see, just off for the 2-year Trinidad and Tobago, I believe it was 12 legislations and amendments I pushed for and got passed in the parliament and approved. This will be an added thing. Mark my words. Mark my words. And if Clyde wants to go wrong hard head for hard head, hey, my head hard, you know. My head hard, you know, Clark. So you on the right track and I ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't do nothing wrong if you're on the right track. What I doing is I fighting for citizens to keep their license while paying a ticket. You, on the other hand, want them to be home without a job. Without a job. To maintain their family, to pay their loan, to pay their rent, to put food on the table, to pay their internet bill, to pay their light bill, to pay their cable bill, to have money in the pocket, to pay the doctor when they're sick. Clyde, what you intend to do? You want to turn citizen paupers? You want to turn them vagrants? No. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Which policeman driving a police vehicle on the road and which licensed officer is going to stop them? Which one? Clark, come good, you know. If you tell yourself it's a normal man you rambling with, I ain't no normal man, you know. You're a normal man. I am an abnormal man. As a man that deals with spirit, you know. And I would not afraid to use them to defend our citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I will not. Because when God called me and said, Saieed, I am giving you a spiritual gift and I am sending you to earth, he didn't say, Saieed, because you're Indian, I gave you a... No, 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 no. He gave me it to care for a human being. It doesn't matter how your hair twists up, bend up, straight, red, green, yellow, or it didn't matter the color of your skin. He said, stand for my people. and eyesight will stand for his. So Clark, you see that whole demerit point system? It's me and you on that. It's me and you on that. And you know why I gotta take a stronger stand on it? Listen this. The magistrate stated that they have no power to disqualify points. And this in return leads to an accumulation of points that further increase the chance of their license being revoked. So there's a point system to add it into licensing department, but there is no system in place to remove the points. So if you go to court today and you win the matter and you keep your license, all well and good. When you're going down the road now, you now leave the court and you're going down the road, and a policeman stop you, not policeman, a license officer stop you, and he take your license and punch it in the little device they have, and 13 demerit point come up now. What are you going to do? That license officer going to do what? Not seize his permit and spot? Clark, let me just tell you a little something. You see, there was common sense back in the day before books were written. Presently, there are common sense to input the merit point system into the licensing department. But there is no common sense with a device to remove it, according to individuals who went to court and win. So now, Clark, you get your office in a gear because Ola will be going to court. Take what I'm telling all you. Because anybody call me and tell me, Saieed, what to do? Carry them to court. A different horse with a different color. I told you all, in 2024, it's going to be a demanding year and not just a open my mouth and ask. I am surprised that nobody, the judge, ain't asked Clark, what is the purpose of the merit point? But then again, nobody maybe never have went to court and the magistrate have to ask Clark that because maybe Clark was never there. Never there. But so help my God, a friend of our family get that and call me. Believe me, Clark, you ain't getting out. It ain't had nobody coming to represent you, you know. Because I tell any magistrate, Your Honor, I don't want no representation. I want Clark there. He's the head of division. He's the head of license office. I want him to answer these questions. Not an individual you're sending. No, you take a walk by me. You come in. You implement it, you come in. The horse of a different color, you know. 2024 is a different thing. It's a different thing. Ooh, we out? Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. If we as a citizen don't stand for what is right, many of us will be bullied. Many of us will be walked on. The guy who had a maxi, no friend of mine, but a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago who ended up in problem now. Paid tickets. Now his license suspended. For what purpose? For what purpose? What? All collected his license, his money, you know, for the ticket. All willfully take his money. Willfully took his money. Now we home now. Wife crying, children crying, husband crying. Who paying the loan? Glad he was in your office today. Or you know you do something illegal and I can help you. Hey, you can't help. Let me tell you something. Clive, hear what you do. You see, every time you get paid, go by that gentleman's house and drop loan money. Drop grocery money. Because you working. And because of a stupid idea for the merit point system, he home without a job. take a loan to buy a maxi, to be self-employed. Now we home with a loan, no money coming in. Who maxi he going and drive? For the last 10 years you working maxi. Were you sending the man to cut grass now, Clyde? You all you had to be joking, boy. All you really had to be joking. They're quite telling all you. All you had to bounce all your foot. All you had to bounce all your foot and all your toenail had to fall off. Asking now, let's see in my teeth. But a dead serious Clark. A dead serious. One month and reach and here no money to pay his loan. So help my God, I call it now Clive Clark on TV. So help my God. So viewers, we have come to the end of our program tonight. But nevertheless, a continuation on another night. Until we meet again, good night.